So I recently shared a post in a few Facebook mom groups asking this question. In an effort to find some humor in the midst of a relentlessly challenging season, I'd love to see your best meme to describe what it feels like having a preteen daughter right now in the midst of COVID. Here are the best memes I received. So I think the consensus is that parents are feeling tired, overwhelmed, and lost in what to do with their preteen daughter during a pandemic. In this video, I want to share a really critical resource that is going to help your daughter not only improve their mental health, but hit those key developmental stages that they are going through right now. But before I tell you about this resource, I'd like to introduce myself to those of you that I have not met. Hi, my name is Christine Finnegan, and I am a licensed professional counselor. I'm also the owner of Replenish Her Counseling based in Nashville, Tennessee. On this channel, we seek to empower and equip women and teen girls with the knowledge they need to grow in their confidence, but also help create more meaningful relationships. So the resource I'm referencing is group therapy, which is different from individual therapy for teens in that they are working on coping skills, working on communication in the midst of peers their age, which is a very critical way to integrate therapeutic work because teens learn best inside of this developmental stage by doing it in conjunction to their peers. So there are 3 C's that are really critical to why group therapy is so meaningful and powerful for teens inside of their developmental stage. And those 3 C's are confidence, connection, and comfort. So let's first talk about confidence. Preteens are going through a developmental stage where they are trying on new hats, new ways of being. That's why maybe one day your daughter was all about horses and the next she doesn't want anything to do with them anymore. They're not cool anymore, and she's all about TikTok videos and dancing and who knows what else. Teens sometimes try on dangerous roles and hats. They may be experimenting in a much more flirtatious way than you've ever seen your daughter behave before. She might be wearing clothes that is showing off parts of her body that you don't feel very comfortable with. I have a lot of parents that call that are terrified their daughter is going down a really dark path, and in an effort to keep them off of that path, the parenting strategies become much more rigid and strict, which inevitably for the teen causes an even greater pushback, which fractures the relationship and creates even more distance. But rather than me going down that rabbit hole of talking about what the parent can be doing, I'm gonna save all of that for a future video. So if you'd like to see that video, make sure you're subscribing to this channel. What I want to talk about instead is what is developmentally coming up for your daughter, and that is the need to individuate. Individuation is a biological need that is crucial to helping teens become the independent and successful adult that they need to be in just a matter of a few short years. That is why they are biologically wired to push back away from the parent and try on new roles and hats. It's basically them testing the water to try to figure out who they are and how they fit in this world. So what in the world does that have to do with confidence? Well, it has everything to do with confidence, because the way that they are growing inside of their confidence is by trying these new roles on and seeing what their peers do in response. So when they get that feedback, that validation, it helps them go, oh, that worked, so I'm gonna keep going down this route. Or, oh, that didn't work so well with my peers, so maybe I need to try this hat instead. And that is dangerous for 2 reasons. First, who she's surrounding herself with and what they are validating. And 2, if she is only gaining that confidence through that external validation and not learning the incredibly crucial skill of self-validating, of knowing how to check in with herself and be like, oh, that doesn't feel like me, or oh, that felt really great. That really fits with who I feel like I am as a person. So group therapy is such a powerful and unique space in that we are able to create safety inside of who the peers are inside of the group and how they are doing that validating of behavior, but Also, the therapist inside of the teen group is helping the teen do that self-reflective work to not just grow the confidence from what their peers are saying, but also be posing questions to the teen of, well, what did that feel like for you? Or did that feel in alignment for who you want to be as a person? Once your daughter achieves that first C inside of group of confidence, she is then able to move on to the second C of connection. Now, in my clinical experience, connection cannot be established until that confidence is built. And here's why. Most teens that lack connection is not because they have nowhere to connect. It's usually because they are unwilling to receive connection. That is why if you ever feel like you go to your daughter and you say, I just want to listen, I just want to help, I just want to be here for you, and they block, it's generally because that teen doesn't know how to feel confident enough in themselves to feel the ability to receive that connection from others. Group therapy is such a powerful space for that connection because it creates this little incubator for the teen where they're able to get that confidence through really meaningful and structured interventions where the therapist is helping guide the teens to talking about shared experiences and also helping them develop the communication and language to validate one another and grow their confidence, and therefore creating the safety that is necessary in order to receive that connection from others. Furthermore, the therapist is posing questions to the teen of, what was it like to get validated by so-and-so just now when you were sharing that experience? And those kinds of questions are helping the teen create an even deeper process inside of, well, it was really scary to get that feedback, but once I heard it, I felt so much more seen. I didn't feel so alone anymore. I used to think that I was the only one feeling this way or that no one would get me. And then when I had so-and-so say that, I realized that I'm not the only one experiencing these things. The last C for group therapy is comfort. And comfort is crucial, especially right now, because if your teen does not know how to comfort herself, if she has really big emotional highs and lows, but she doesn't know how to self-soothe or how to self-regulate, that is what creates that toxic environment inside of the house where everything begins to fall apart because your teen feels trapped. She doesn't know what to do with these big emotions. In group therapy is that environment where coping strategies are taught to your daughter, where she gets to actively try on new ways to comfort herself in cohesion with her peers who are also trying those coping strategies. And that helps normalize the coping strategy. That helps integrate the coping strategy in a much more powerful way than what the teen might be doing in just individual therapy with a therapist who is telling them these things, but then they don't actually know how to practically do them inside of their social environment. Furthermore, group helps reinforce the coping strategy because what happens is girls will come in each week and talk about this thing happened and that thing happened and this is what I tried to do and it actually worked. Well, they're getting to hear about a shared experience, but they're also getting that encouragement and feedback and validation that if so-and-so can do this, well, then maybe I can give it a shot too. They're also getting that excellent validation from their peers, which is so crucial to their development in, oh, wow, you tried this. That's so awesome. I'm so proud of you. You're doing so great. Getting that from a peer rather than just the therapist, an individual, is going to significantly expedite the process of your teen learning to integrate these coping strategies into their environment outside of therapy. Would you like to know more about teen groups that are happening here at Replenish Her? If so, please click the link below and fill out the contact form at the bottom of the screen. And once you do that, we will be sure that we let you know when there are openings in our ongoing and existing teen groups, as well as when we are opening new groups and enrolling. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that you can be aware of when future videos are posted all on a range of topics from all of the different professional counselors here at Replenish Her that are going to really help women and teen girls build their confidence and create more meaningful connections with others. Thank you so much. See you next time.